Okay, we're here with Emma Croker, who is the current England women's hooker. Thanks for coming in, Emma. We're just going to get straight into it now, and tell us about your training week at the moment. You're in the middle of the Six Nations, so tell us what your week comprises of at the moment.
Yeah, obviously the Six Nations is a massive competition phase. We meet for like the day before and the day after, so we're with England quite a lot. So our training in between is like a recovery day as soon as we get out of camp. And then we'll do one lightweight session and we'll do one running session just for like maintenance purposes, and that'll be it before we go back into camp the weekend after.
Okay. So you're actually the current England national champion at 69 kilograms for weightlifting?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to tell us how you got into that?
I was kind of a bit freakish really. I broke my neck playing rugby, kind of a collapsed scrum in Ireland, got sent home, then obviously wasn't allowed to play rugby for a little while. And then was in the gym doing some training. One of the blokes just came up and said, "Well, I'd like to try and do some weightlifting because you do kind of clean and jerk, etc. for rugby." So I just had to learn the snatch. Then just started competing and did quite well at it. And then last February competed at the national champs and won. So
brilliant. What are your PBs for snatch and clean and jerk?
75 snatch and 95 clean and jerk.
Impressive stuff. Okay. What's your regular training week look like? You mentioned at the moment it's obviously quite reduced because when you're in camp with the England squad. When you're with just your normal team, which is Richmond.
Yeah, outside of kind of our competition phase, it would be 2 weight sessions a week. So if we played on a Monday, we might do like a pull recovery in the morning. We'll do weights on probably a Wednesday and Friday. We'll do club sessions Tuesday, Thursday. Then we'll do a running session Wednesday, Friday or Tuesday, Thursday before club, and then probably a lighter one on the Monday, and then have Saturday off and then play on the Sunday.
Okay. So your 2 weight sessions, what do you do during those?
Personally, because I do the weightlifting as well, mine's more Olympic lifting based. And I'll probably spend 10-15 minutes with just the bar or just like a light bar, warming up, going through the motions. Yeah. And then I'll alternate, either do a session on clean and jerk or I'll do a session on snatch. Yeah. And then I'll do the alternative, just the pull technique. Yeah. And then I'll do front squats.
Okay, so very little upper body stuff.
No, I just feel that actually doing the Olympic lifts, works snatch and clean and jerk, work everything you need to upper body. You don't need to put any more strain in your joints by doing kind of individualised exercises.
Good stuff. And do you have any special dietary requirements? Do you obviously you get quite a lot of advice on that side of things? Is there anything that you do differently, do you think?
We have a nutritionist. Obviously they talk us through our supplements, so during like things like World Cup and when we're training really hard, we have things like creatine, just to make sure our body kind of copes well enough for that training phase. I just personally, I don't take any supplements. I just make sure that I have my protein and carbs when I'm around lifting phases, and that everything in moderation is kind of how we go about. We have our body fat tested kind of every 3 months just to make sure that we're not massively over or underweight. Yeah. And we're not kind of ill all the time. Is kind of how we kind of progress through.
Okay. How often do you get tested with the England squad in terms of fitness tests, strength tests, and all the rest of it?
We get tested roughly every 3 months, obviously depending on competitions that we're going through. Our strength tests are done with 1 rep max, and we do chin ups, like how much weight you can do a chin up with, back squat, bench, and cleans.
Right. Okay. And how do you go normally?
Yeah, I'm normally the top, if not joint top, strength for my weight category. So.
Okay. Who's the strongest in the squad?
We have a flanker called Maggie, who's got does work on her gun, so she's got the best bench. And then our flanker is like an ex-GB bobslayer. Yeah. So she does in terms of speed, and she does really well on that. Yeah. And the jump. So and then we do the anaerobic shuttle for our fitness testing, 15 and 30 metre sprints, and then like a vertical jump off a kind of board. Yeah.
Good stuff. What are your rugby ambitions?
Well, obviously I've been involved a while now. I was a travelling reserve for the last World Cup, and then I played in the World Cup just gone, and I've been involved in World Cup 7s, so we haven't won anything. Right. So my ambition is to win a World Cup, hopefully in 4 years' time. Okay,
and from a club perspective?
We're doing really well. I've been unbeaten now for nearly 2 seasons. We were Premiership champions last year, and hopefully we'll be Premiership champions this year as well. So just keep pushing on. A lot of our team aren't internationals, and it should just be nice to get them kind of recognised for the hard work they do for Richmond.
Sure. And your teammates in the England squad, who do you least like to room with?
God,
and why?
Question, isn't it? I don't know really. Generally, we just room with the same person. We just have a roomie, and then until they leave the squad, we kind of.
And who's your?
Mine's someone called Ro, who's actually my club teammate as well.
Yeah.
So I get on really well with her.
Yeah.
But she's a farmer, so she just kind of like is a bit like rough around the edges and just clothes everywhere.
Right.
And I'm much more of like OCD, everything in piles. So it's a bit of a laugh when we can room together. But yeah.
Good stuff. And has anyone in your squad got any weird sort of superstitions before you go out to play? Anything they do in the changing rooms?
Not really. We wear GPS suits, but 2 of the girls won't because they have a superstition they can't wear anything under their shirts.
Right.
And our captain, Katie McLean, used to have a superstition where she couldn't put a shirt on until she'd left the changing room.
Right.
Obviously, once it then started going on TV, she then kind of had to make sure she was dressed appropriately before we left. So that's gone out the window now.
Brilliant. Great stuff. Thanks very much, Emma.
Thank you.
Brilliant.